Madeleine's fund has raised more than £1 million in less than 4 months. It was set up with the aims of helping to find her, to bring anyone responsible for her disappearance to justice and to support the McCann family. But with Jerry and Kate McCann both now formal suspects in the case, it's led to questions about whether the money should be used for any legal costs. Today the couple left it to a family spokesman to explain their thoughts.
Just to confirm, they're not seeking for any support from the Find Madeleine fund for legal costs, which some people have been asking about. And there's no other news today. They won't be coming out today, and that's about it.
Speaking to East Midlands Today in June, the couple talked of how the fund was helping them.
A huge number of people have donated to the fund, and that's great comfort to us, knowing that, we hope every day that Madeleine will be found and we'll be reunited as a family. But it's great comfort knowing that we don't have to worry immediately about financial things, and that we can pursue what we think is the best course for searching for her.
Meanwhile, the McCann's Renault Scenic hire car, which Portuguese police say contained Madeleine's DNA, could undergo more testing. This time the McCanns are understood to be considering commissioning their own forensic examination of the car, which was hired 25 days after Madeleine was reported missing.
OK, well, Simon has joined us here in the studio. Good evening to you, Simon.
Evening.
I mean, concerning this fund, could they actually use it for themselves if they wanted?
Well, technically they could, as the fund is run by a limited company. It's not a charity. The organisers, you may remember when it was set up at the Walker Stadium in mid-May, said that they'd wanted it to have charitable status, but the Charity Commission wouldn't let them because it was too narrow in its objectives. It's all about helping one child and one family, so it couldn't get that charity status. Therefore, it's run by a board of directors like any company. They've been meeting this afternoon, and within the past half hour we've heard that they've gone along with what Kate and Jerry have said in that piece through their family spokesman, that the funds will not be used for any of the McCann's legal costs. We were speaking to one of the directors before the meeting took place. He said that the general feeling was that it wouldn't be appropriate in this case, and of course the costs in this case, they could end up being very substantial. They have lawyers in the UK and Portugal now, and Jerry McCann on unpaid leave, and today members of his family have been saying they'd be prepared to sell their houses to help towards any costs involved.
Lots of developments yesterday with prosecutors and files being passed to the judge and so forth. What's the latest now from Portugal?
Well, it could drag on for a few days now, because the judge has got this file, this very substantial file, and is looking at it. So he's now looking at the possibility of whether to bring any charges, whether there could be changes to the McCann status, whether they perhaps be put under house arrest, something like that, or whether they could commission more searches. There have been reports today about perhaps searches at the church and on streets of Praia de Luz, but in the resort today, no activity from the police.
Well, there we must leave it for now, but Simon, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.